Hi everybody, this is Kevin and welcome back to another episode of Ranting and Raving. It's been months since I did a Ranting and Raving video, but I wanted to talk about the Kingdom Hearts franchise because I have a serious love-hate relationship with the franchise, as I'm sure many of you do as well. Over the past week, it has come to my attention that they're going to re-release every game now on the PC. Now, Kingdom Hearts has always been a Sony exclusive. It's been on the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. I think, though, with Kingdom Hearts 3, it was also on the Xbox One, but that's beside the point. In the beginning, it was always a PlayStation exclusive with Squaresoft in the beginning with the first game, and then Square Enix, and so on and so forth. My main argument here is the fact that I've bought these games so many goddamn times. Why would I buy them again? It's absolute insanity. And I'm going to tell you my story as to why I own these various copies. Back in the day with the PlayStation 2, of course, you had the original, Kingdom Hearts 1 on the PlayStation 2. I think it came out, was it 2001 or 2002? A fantastic game for its time. I was like 10 years old when I first played it. And, Square Enix merging with Disney characters. And we can talk about Disney being the insane mega corporation, just SJW trash fire that it is now. But back then, I mean, with this game, it incorporated like classic tales like, Peter Pan and Tarzan, Alice in Wonderland, The Little Mermaid, classic stories from way back when to really the golden age for me. I, as a kid, watching all the Disney films from the 90s, like, The Lion King, Little Mermaid, and things like that. And I loved it. And I mean, this game, action role-playing game, for its time, the combat was great. As the edgelord 10, 11-year-old, however old I was when I played it, I mean, I thought the story was pretty cool. It had some great voice actors, too. Haley Joel Osment did Sora. And they had all the classic Disney voice actors doing their characters where they could, and it was a very fun game. I loved it. I for a while I always went back and played it like every summer. This was a classic summer game. Like even the beginning, starting on Destiny Islands and stuff like that. And of course with the Final Fantasy characters, Final Fantasy X had just come out. You were on the island with Titus and Waka, and for whatever reason, Selphie from Final Fantasy VIII. I mean, why was she there? They should have thrown like Riku there or Lulu or someone to keep the FF10 vibes. And then, of course, you go to Traverse Town and meet Squall, not Leon. Why do you call him Leon? Freaking ridiculous. You have him there, and Yuffie and Aerith. And, of course, Sid in Traverse Town. Classic FF7 characters. And then, you meet Cloud later on in that game with his outfit. And, of course, fight Sephiroth. But, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1 was fantastic on the PS2. Then after that, in 2005 came the before that you had Chain of Memories on the GBA, which I have. I can't find my GBA games, though. I've misplaced them. There's a lot of things I've misplaced, including VHSs and whatnot. But you had Chain of Memories on the GBA, which was fun. I liked that game. It was interesting, the mechanics. But then in 2005, I think Chain of Memories came out in 2003. 2005, you had Kingdom Hearts 2, the legit sequel, and I liked it. It's slow in the beginning, taking form of Roxas, and if you didn't play Chain of Memories, you have no idea who the hell Roxas is or what's going on. But you see Cypher and Vivi's in there too in the beginning when they have that little tournament. And the story, in my opinion, it gets wonky, but I always, like I said, how old would I be then? Like 13, 14 playing this game, and being an edgelord and like an Axel and Syax and all the organization members and Zigbar with the eye patch, as if Zigbar, the twist he has in 3. Oh my god! But anyway, so yeah, I mean, as a kid, I love these games. This is my childhood playing these two games, and Chain of Memories. And then I think in 2007, right at the end of the PS2's lifespan, getting like first party exclusives or whatever, you had Chain of Memories, which of course is just Chain of Memories in 3D on the PS2. And this game's fun. Like, I like Chain of Memories. I prefer Chain of Memories on the GBA, though. But I had to get this just to keep the faith. And I never played any of the other games because after that, they kept, Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming. It's coming. And we didn't get Kingdom Hearts 3 until, 2018? and then this came out in 07, and then you had a bunch of handheld games. You had, I'm trying to think now, you had 3582 Days, whatever the hell that title is. I mean, it can't even, makes no sense to me. I never played it. You had Birth by Sleep on the PSP. I never owned a PSP, so I skipped out on that game. Then you had, what was it, Coded? It was Recoded, because the Coded was a mobile phone game only in Japan. And then, so they had that on the DS, and then you had Dream Drop Distance on the 3DS, which I also never played. So, anyway. So now we're getting into the PS3 remasters, and I think the first one came out in 2013, and, this is a long time. This is like, 6-7 years later now, and at that point, I hadn't played the Kingdom Hearts games in so long, and I saw this, and I said, "Oh shit, let me play it again on my PS3." So that's why I bought it again. So you have Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix. Here they go, the crazy ass titles, and Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Which Final Mix had, I think it had like more weapons. It had more bosses. It had the secret super duper ending with the organization member at the end in Hollow Bastion and things like that. And then Rechain of Memories, like it's the same game as the PS2 version. And then you had the cinematic cutscenes of Kingdom Hearts 358/2. I don't even understand that title, but anyway, it's about, because there's 358 days between Roxas and Xion, and Roxas is Sora's nobody, and I think Xion is like a made up character. Like she's not Kairi's nobody. I don't even know who the hell Xion is, because I haven't even played through. We'll get to that later. But you got cool moments between Axel and Roxas, and that's why in 2, when Axel sacrifices himself and helps Sora fight the nobodies, it makes more sense. So, it's fun playing that again on the PS3 several years later after not playing it for a while. And I think the next year in 2014, we got Kingdom Hearts 2.5. Here we go, Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix, right? So once again, it has 2 Final Mix, which, just like the first Final Mix, more bosses, more weapons, more side quests and stuff, and harder too. I think you can do like the Proud difficulty or whatever, and it's more challenging. And I overall, like 1 and 2 are great. I think 2's better though, as far as combat and everything. And then you had Birth by Sleep Final Mix, so that's also because you played on PSP, but I never played it on PSP, so I finally got to play it then, and that's fun going to 3 different branches of Terra. What's the kid's name? Ventus, I think, and Aqua. Or Vanitas, I don't know. He has his nobody or whatever, and then that's why he sort of looks like, it's like a mix. He sort of creates Roxas and gives the Keyblade powers to Sora. That's how they work it into the story. The story gets confusing as all hell by the end of it. And then the cinematic cutscenes of Recoded, which was the DS game that was the remake of the mobile phone game. So it was fun playing that, and then it's like, all right, cool. Now in 2013, 2014, now in 2015, we're going to get Kingdom Hearts 3 on the PS3. It only makes sense, right? Not wrong. And then we had to wait for the PS4. And at that point, I was burned out as hell from the series. I still haven't even played Kingdom Hearts 3. However, there was some kind of sale going on. At this point, Kingdom Hearts 3, I think, is like $20 if you want to just get it now. So what I ended up doing was, this thing was on sale for $30 a while ago. I bought this like maybe a year ago or so, and it's Kingdom Hearts all-in-one package on the PS4. Now, this is essentially every game all over again. I'm going to show you. So the main attraction of this, you get a nice little slipcover, which is cool. You get Kingdom Hearts 3, which I said now you get for like $20. It came out in 2018. I sort of know a bit of the story. It's a major disappointment that there's no Final Fantasy characters in the game, and you have to pay for the DLC to see Sid and Aerith and all them again, and Squall, not Leon, by the way. But I guess it does wrap things up. I mean, I sort of know the story. They all meet at the end, and I guess Axel is a Keyblade wielder now too, and so is Kairi, and then they meet the 3 from Birth by Sleep, and they fight all the bad guys, and then Zigbar, as if, anyway, so I haven't played it yet, but at some point I'll play it. I do this. A lot of gamers do this. They get games when they're on sale to add to their backlog eventually. But here's the most convoluted title of all. Ready for this? Kingdom Hearts, the story so far. Look at this shit. So, how many discs is this? All right, so this is it's only 2 discs. So the one disc has 1.5 and 2.5, and then look at this, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 final chapter prologue. You can't make this shit out of the names. So once again, you got all the games from the PS3 again. You got Final Mix, you got Chain of Memories, and then 3-5 over 2 days, and then you got Final Mix 2, Burst Life Sleep, Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, and then with the other one with the hell was it called again? It's Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. What 2.8? What the fuck? 2.75, right? So with that, you got Dream Drop Distance HD. That's the 3DS game. And then you got Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage. What the fuck? I don't know, man. I haven't touched... Like I said, I bought this on sale because I want to play 3 at some point. I mean, I've seen it. The combat looks awesome. It's a step up from 2, which 2's combat was a step up from 1. But, so I haven't played this. But you got Dream Drop Distance from the 3DS. I wonder how that plays on a PS4 now. How would they incorporate touchscreen if touchscreen was even in that? Maybe just menus. But anyway, Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage. And it looks like it's a little screenshot. It looks like Aqua, because she gets trapped in the darkness in Birth by Sleep. And then look at this. And I've heard people pronounce this. I'm going to pronounce it the way I'm going to pronounce it, and then I'm going to tell you the proper way. But Kingdom Hearts X, back cover, HD Cinematics revealing a story untold. So, from what I understand, the X is like the Keyblade symbol. And this was also a mobile phone. What the hell's with the mobile phone games? I mean... It's like that meme from a few years ago. Don't you guys have phones? What was it, the Diablo game or whatever? Some game, Blizzard game or whatever. But anyway, my point here is I bought these games a bunch of times, and I've already told you my story of how I came to them. Of course, the PS2 games, I was a teenager playing them. When I was younger, it was a great time. And then years had passed. I'd always played them, every summer really. And then, you get out of it and you get to a new game or whatever. But then in 2013, you got the PS3, remakes, and of course, especially with the second one, seeing Birth by Sleep, because I never played it because I never owned a PSP, so it was cool to get them again and go through it. And I was really hyped playing through them again because I thought, the next year we would get 3 on the PS3, and then years and years went by, and I think it was January of 2018, I believe, when 3 finally came out, and. It's mixed, really, because the gameplay is fun. The storyline after 2 shit the bed. It makes no sense. It's cool to see in 3 too, the Disney worlds. The only ones that seem appealing to me would be Toy Story and Monsters Inc. Because I like in the original games the more classic worlds like Tarzan and Alice in Wonderland and Little Mermaid and not the second one, the first one. Even though the water mechanics are a little funky, but definitely not the second one, the singing and shit. And then and the second one, you also got Pirates of the Caribbean, which was cool. That was a more modern one, and you got Nightmare on Elm Street, lots of cool stuff like that. And in 3, let me just see if they have screenshots on the back, because I do know you have Toy Story, you have and Monsters Inc. Yeah, it looks like you go back to Pirates of the Caribbean. And then there's the new animated ones like Tangled and I think Big Hero 6, stuff like that. So, like I said, I haven't played 3, but I had to get it because it was on sale. And I do want to play it for the combat at some point, but the story makes no sense. And it's just blatant cash grabs. And I guess there's this new game that just came out. It's like a rhythm game. It's like the melody of something like that. It's like a rhythm singing game. And Kingdom Hearts has great music, no doubt about it. But, I mean, we're going to get Kingdom Hearts 4 in 2030, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, a little bit of a history / rant. I don't know. I just think it's stupid. At this point, if you have these games, especially if you have the PS4 version, why the hell would you buy the PC version? I get you can do mods and shit, but people who are tech literate can already do that anyway. So, I don't know. Anyway, I've gone on for almost 15 minutes. Thank you all for watching if you made it this far. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below if Kingdom Hearts is as crazy as I made it sound. Or if it's not, I don't know. I mean, I think it's crazy, but it is fun, and definitely playing through those first few brings back warm childhood memories, and I love it. So thank you all. Have a great day, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Take care.